A rallying cry for the Jewish community. It's called the March for Israel, and it's happening Tuesday in the nation's capital. Washington correspondent Hillary Powell is digging into the march. Hillary, it's expected to be a big event.
It's right, Jenna. People are expected to show up in really strong numbers, and participants are calling for the unequivocal return of the estimated 240 hostages Hamas terrorists have been holding since October 7th. This as President Joe Biden is pressing Israel for a multi-day stoppage in the fighting in a bid to release those hostages.
Bring them home. Bring them home.
The chant, "Bring them home," rang through this California rally last month and will be multiplied at Tuesday's march, calling for the safe return of all hostages still held by Hamas terrorists. Organizers hope U.S. President Joe Biden continues to negotiate following his push for Israel to agree to 4-hour daily humanitarian pauses in its effort to end Hamas. The president hopes this facilitates hostage releases.
The message to the families of the hostages in Gaza: we're not going to stop till we get them out.
Organized in part by the Jewish Federations of North America, the march aims to combat a disturbing increase in anti-Semitism since the terror attacks. Former U.S. Ambassador David Friedman telling CBN why a large turnout would send a strong message.
I think what's important is not what's said at the rally. What's important is how many people show up. This is a numbers game. You know, people will take notice if there's a large crowd.
Earlier this month, pro-Palestinian supporters also marched in D.C., calling for a ceasefire. The White House condemns a rise of both Islamophobia and anti-Semitism in America. At University of Connecticut Hillel, Jewish students say they're targeted.
We've definitely seen Jewish students being of target, whether in classrooms, verbally, and at some points physically being hurt, but also a lot on social media.
Hundreds of students are using prayer rallies to fight anti-Semitism on college campuses, and they plan to bring that to Washington as well.
So I think our hope is that we would be the hope to the Jewish brothers and sisters, showing them that every single person is created in the image of God. We are inherently image bearers, whether we share faith or not.
Rally participants will also show their support for Congress because Congress has been backing Israel. Now, this is also a sobering time for Jews around the world. This week marks the tragic 85th anniversary of Kristallnacht. That's the night of broken glass. Now, in 1938, Nazis terrorized Jews in Germany and Austria. Just another reminder of why hate cannot stand.